All right, how you doing, YouTube? EJ Boxing Live here. Another Game of Thrones Oathbreaker. Uh, episodes season 6, episode 3. Here with D Styles. Here with about to talk it down. D Styles, man. What do you think of the show so far, man? So far, what do you think of the episode? What do you think, man?
I think it was the slowest of all the first 3 episodes. I think it was a little slow. It wasn't my favorite episode. I'll say that. It was good, but it wasn't as good as like episode 2.
Oh, episode 2 was the lead. We ruled a lot. But what did you expect to happen in it? Like, obviously, I'm gonna go for it slowly and stuff like that, like bit by bit. But to me, like, that's the thing. Given like Game of Thrones, I think expectations are so up there. People expect too much. But I think this episode, it's like a filler. Like, so obviously we got Davos. He's looking in amazement at Jon Snow waking up. Jon Snow wakes up and stuff like that. And it's going to take a while. People was thinking Jon Snow wasn't going to be the same. And, he wakes up. Malin is happy. That little scenario there. And so, I guess it's gonna take a while, man. So just that in general, Jon Snow's alive. I think that took a lot of people thin. So people thinking, what's going to be the next thing on the show? Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, it was like you said, a filler show, like a transition show, kind of.
Yeah.
Like they're getting us ready for all the stuff that's about to happen.
Mm.
And I think it's going to pick up. I think starting next week, a lot of stuff's going to pick up. But it was a filler show for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, Jon Snow waking up already is the deal. But I think really and truly, I think where people, because everyone know Jon Snow's waking up, real people, is the flashbacks, man. The flashbacks. That's what's up right there. I think with the flashbacks, yeah, people like, wow. I think people are really up with the flashback. So obviously, you remember we talked about it last season, talking about Rob's sister. Jon Snow might be the Targaryen and obviously the Stark baby. Is it the breath? Is it Stark and Stark and Stark and the breath and the Targaryen baby. They're thinking Jon Snow might be related to he might be a Targaryen, have Targaryen blood. But and obviously you see Eddard Stark running up after you. But that guy with the swords, was nice, man. The guy with the swords was nice.
Yeah, that's for those that don't know, that's actually Sir Arthur Dayne. That's the guy who trained Jaime. He trained Jaime Lannister.
Really? Oh, that guy is nice, bro. That guy was
He's
nice.
probably the best swordsman ever, basically.
And the thing is, yeah, if he was guarding if he was with the king, and if he was with the king's son, I don't think they would have got slayed that easy. I mean, they might have lost still, but if he was guarding, I think he would have killed a lot of people, man. That guy was pretty good, man. That guy was business.
Basically, that one guy stabbed him in the back. That's the only reason he won.
Yeah, I mean,
he was about to kill Ned Stark. I mean, Ned Stark was actually pretty good with the sword. It's just even with the help of 4 of the dudes, he's still no shot,
Yeah. I mean, that's what it is, man. But that's Game of Thrones in general, isn't it? You know what I mean? Like that's what there's gonna be honor or anything like that.
I think people. Ned Stark was good at leading armies, and he was good at that type of stuff. And he was a good lord, and he was good at strategy, like war strategy, stuff like that. But one-on-one, that's not Ned's territory. He's more of a general, He's not like a one-on-one type of guy. He's not like a Jaime or this guy. So he was okay in a one-on-one battle, Ned Stark, but he wasn't nowhere near the top, of the best warriors.
Yeah, but it shows you, man. Like the Targaryens, they had a proper solid stuff, but it's just that they had a mad leader. I mean. He obviously, what's the king's name? What's the king's name? Bloody one who ran off of her and started the bloody whole war. What's the kid's name? He's a Targaryen. Who's the Targaryen who took the queen? You know?
Oh yeah. Man. Rhaegar.
Okay, Rhaegar had the right idea, man, because he knew if he was with this dude, if she was this dude, she'll be safe. And obviously, they had their thing not to. I don't know if she said or someone told them not to let no one in. Why they're having a baby and stuff.
That's to let. If you're gonna leave this guy to guard her, right?
Yeah.
Like, why would they leave this guy to guard someone he kidnapped? I think he left this guy with somebody he loved, right? I mean, you would think.
Yeah, because he's honorable.
Isn't this the guy you want guarding the woman you love, like basically?
Yeah.
Like you have to pick one guy. Like, yeah, I want you to take care of this woman. I love her. Like this is the guy you put, right? I mean,
Yeah. I mean, this is because boy, he's pretty handy, man. 2 swords. Who's dealing with this dude? It was good. It was good, but like Game of Thrones, bro. I've seen it all the time, man. Treachery, like the guy. Listen, he was about to get beheaded. Eddard was about to get and he was gonna let it happen as well. Oh yeah, it's just people in the comment section helping out. Yeah. It's Arthur Dane. Yeah. Daniel's sister also rumors to be Jon Snow. Jon Snow's mother. Who's that? So Arthur.
By the way,
go on.
everybody remember like the animosity that Jaime had towards Ned Stark. I think Jaime always knew like there's no way you beat like the dude that taught me fair and square. You know? I think he knew it. I think he knew he was either ganged up on or something. Because legend was always, even his son, right? Ned Stark's son believed that his dad defeated him.
Okay.
You know, so
yeah.
And he learned right there. He actually got stabbed from behind.
But you know what they're trying to say? Like Jon Snow's Ned Stark's not as honorable, but really and truly, I think he still was in a way. I mean, the guy stabbed him, and he was at a vulnerable. What was he supposed to do at that point? You know what I'm saying? But the legend was that he defeated him by himself. The legend was that he defeated.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I mean,
what did they want Ned Stark to do at that point? Stab himself?
Yeah. I mean, look, man, the guy was gonna chop his head off. I mean,
well, at that point, what was more important, being honorable in a fight or getting to his sister? You know, you got to look at it that way too.
Yeah, and the thing is, this guy was nothing as well because you see Eddard start running upstairs, to see his sister and stuff like that, and he goes, yeah, he wanted to follow me. He called out, and he looked like he turned back, like he actually heard. That's interesting. So in these actual intervocation, like all these flashbacks, that he can actually play a part. He can actually talk to him. That's pretty dangerous as well. Not only you're watching it, but you can actually change history in it.
Yeah, which would I hope they don't go too far into that. I don't want to see stuff change or but
yeah, no.
But I agree with you.
Yeah. So we skip ahead a bit. So obviously Jon Snow, he comes out and everyone's looking at him like, whoa, man, and obviously people like he's a god and stuff like that. It's funny that guy from the Wildling said, yeah, you about his dick and that. I thought that was hilarious, man. That was, when he hugged him in it, and he does, dead men. He goes, oh my god, he thinks he's a god. Dead men don't have big dick, they don't have small dicks. Anyway, so we go to Sam Tully and Gilly, whatever, and she goes, yeah, you're my baby and stuff. That whole thing is just, he's on his way to see his dad. Apparently, they're trying to say his dad was worse than Tywin. What's your take on that a little bit?
Well, I mean, whose dad was worse than Tywin?
Tully. What's his name? It's Sam Tully. He's there.
I mean,
yeah.
You can argue that he was. I mean, he basically disowned his son and told him to leave when he felt his son was no good. He sent him to the Night's Watch. I mean, so I mean, I would. That's what they say, but I mean, I don't know. I think. As bad as Tywin Lannister was, he was very loyal to his family, though.
Yeah, I like Tywin. I actually like.
I mean, he went even though he didn't like Tyrion, but he went to war for Tyrion.
Yeah.
When he captured Tyrion, I mean, even though he's a dwarf son, he was embarrassed of him. Yeah. When he was captured by the Starks, he went to war for his son.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I mean, a perfect guy, but he was loyal.
Yeah, he was. But they're trying to say that his dad is a seriously military leader. I think he's the best in the realm. They're trying to say. I think he's the best military leader in the realm. And he's proper. And they said he's more harder than Tywin. That's what apparently he's heard because he's proper. So we'll find out who his dad is. I don't know who his dad's gonna be, but they're on their way. They're Gilly saying it's a baby. But that whole thing it's interesting to see what's happening with them over there. So that's that little bit, and then we move on to what we got after that. Let's see. Okay. Oh yeah, we obviously was just talking about the fight as well with the Eddard Stark and stuff like that. So what's going on with the thing? The free Chrome, whatever his name is, the free eye. What's he called? The free eye Raven. He's saying he's gonna take over, but he won't be there that long. What's he mean by that and that whole situation? I mean,
I think at this point they're making his guess, right? I mean, I think what's going to happen is I think little Stark's going to learn all, like everything, like the truth about everything, the past and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the three-eyed Raven's going to pass the knowledge to him, and then he's going to kind of move on from there. But what they're going to do with it exactly, I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure.
Because when I'm watching that little thing, yeah, he's like he reminds me of the same thing. I remember, I don't know if you watch comics, the same thing as the Silver Surfer, and it was these guys called the Watchers. They're allowed to watch, but they're not allowed to ever interact with what's going on to change history or anything. And that's what I felt. It was the same type of thing. It's like the Green Eye Raven turned him to be a Watcher, but the whole thing is confusing because all he do is lay there and dream and look back in the past and stuff like that and find out things. But if he doesn't want to teach you too much, because he said he's going to get lost. If he gets too, he tries to say to him, you can't be too much into anything, you get lost, because I think you can't come back. You know what I mean? I probably in terms of what's reality. You know, so that's my.
Yeah, I mean, I could imagine going back in time, and it could kind of mess with your head a little bit.
Yeah.
If you stayed there too long.
Yeah.
You know, you have to kind of at some point, kind of like the movie The Matrix, I guess. You know, you got to learn what reality is.
Yeah, that's
even if it feels better being in the past, where you feel more at home, it's still not reality anymore. Mm-hmm. So you got to go back. You know, it's something like that.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know what they're going to do with Bran, ultimately. I just don't know. I don't know what they're going to do with him. It's something significant, though, because he's there for a reason, right? And it has to do the final war, I guess, when the White Walkers finally collide with the humans. I'm assuming he's going to play a role in that. I just don't know what role he's going to play. I guess, you know? Mm-hmm. Maybe he's going to be able to give information to his brother, Jon Snow, his half-brother. I'm thinking something like that.
Yeah, maybe. That's a good point. That's a good point. We got some guy in the chest. What's his name? Chingy. Fuck it. He goes, Gilly may end up getting Sam killed by telling who else is jumped? Someone just jumped in? No, it's just background stuff. Okay. Wait. Okay. Gilly may end up getting Sam killed by telling people that he checked that the child he's not the child of the father. He's not supposed to have sex, let alone have children. Oh, that's true, because he's a Meister, innit? Or he's a watchman. You know, when you're a watch, you're right. Yeah, because you're.
Yeah, but he was. I guess the commander of the Night's Watch gave him his blessing to leave, I guess.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah. That's stupid. But his dad's weird. But the thing is, his dad. So he's trying to say because he was supposed to be on the watch. Yeah. If he's supposed to be on the watch, why is he having children? That's what the dad did. Dad might end up. You know what I mean? They might end up doing him up for that.
His dad might be proud of him. I don't know.
Oh man, nah, his dad's brutal. His dad is brutal, bro. That's the whole thing. His dad is a mean piece of son of a bitch. We're gonna find out.
Is it a daughter or a son? That girl. Is it a boy or a girl?
It's a boy.
The dad. You might be. You know what? The dad may be okay. He might be like proud of his son that he's not gonna know it's not really his son.
He could.
You know.
Well, that's even.
But his dad might be like, "Oh wow, like you're actually gonna give me an heir." Like, you know, he probably never thought that would happen.
That's messed up. That's even messed up in itself. To find out that's not even my grandson.
I don't think he'll tell him, though. You know.
But I mean, the son doesn't look like he's got blonde hair. The boy's got blonde hair. Sammy ain't got blonde. You know, father, boys usually look like their dad. You got blonde hair.
Yeah, she don't have blonde hair either, huh?
Oh man, the boy's got blonde hair. So where's he going? How's he father if he got blonde hair? So that scenario. All right, what about? So then, give me go back a bit. Oh yeah. So we talk about Daenerys. So they've caught Daenerys. They've sent her into the temple with the old woman, with the old the calluses are, and they're saying, I think I've got echo in the background. Have you got the YouTube thing on the background or something? Getting some feedback slightly. Okay, it's cool now. All right, yeah, they're saying that that she has to stay there the rest of the time with them. It doesn't matter what you did. I had hopes and desires, but you're gonna stay here. What's your take on that little bit with Daenerys, with the women in the temple, all the ex-wives of the Khalid, whatever?
You know, it was kind of cool, I guess, seeing like something new, but I just don't. I guess I'm not getting what the point of that whole thing is. It's like this little room. Do they just chill there? Like what? They just like. What do they do exactly? Like it's just. They just pray all day. Like, I guess I don't get what the point is. It's just chilling, you know. Like it just, and it's not. It doesn't even look like this big building either. You know, it's just.
Yeah.
So many of them too. I mean, has there really been that many cows? You know, like I don't know, but. I think this is just a place that they wanted her to, I guess it seems to me like they want to show us all these different places that there was in the books, you know, but they're just rushing to it. It's like, I think she'll be out of there within two episodes, you know.
Well, look, man, I hope, man, look, man, it seems like Tyrion's cool with the dragons, man. Let's let the dragons free and then go smell out their mum. They go sniff out their mum and let that sorted. I hope so, because it's just that whole with the Daenerys thing, it's so just longing it out, man. It's just longing it out. It's just long. All right, let's go to some more action stuff then. So Varys calls the woman who's been executing the Unsullied in the prostitute broths, and he calls her in, and he persuades her pretty convincingly to give up information because he's got birds around the city, and so he obviously gives up the information. What's your take on that whole situation of giving up the information, and what's your take on the guys outside, the rich people outside? They're paying the harpies to try and destroy Daenerys.
You know, that showing us how savvy he is. You know, again, Varys.
Yeah.
They're showing how savvy he is, how good he is at manipulating people.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like he knew. It's like a game of chess where he knew what she was going to do next, what she's going to say next, and he was ready for any answer she gave him, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think she kind of caught on to that, and it kind of, you know, when someone reads you like that to the T, it can really fuck up with your head, you know. So this is a really smart guy, Varys, man. Like he knows what he's doing. He's gonna find out. Like, he knows all the politics of how shit goes down, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, Daenerys was very, she was surrounded, if you think about it, by a lot of, like, generals, people that know how to fight wars and win wars, you know? That's who she had as advisors. Now she has Tyrion and Varys and all the political shit. You know, like, they know all the ins and outs. They got their little whispers, their little... they have ears and what like they call them birdies or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And he's gonna find out everything, man. He's gonna just break it down to the T on who's behind everything, and I think that's what this scene was about. There's one thing I didn't like about this episode, and I've been noticing this the last 2 seasons.
Oh.
This scene shows it, right? We saw it in the previews what she did to the Unsullied guy, right?
Yeah.
So why do they have to narrate it for us? Like, it's just like he had to say it. Like, oh, we know what you did. You had an Unsullied guy killed. Like, you know, and she's like, yes, I had him killed. Like, we know she did it.
I didn't know, though. I didn't know because it's been such a while. I've actually forgot. For
Reviews, I mean...
Nah, that's what I'm saying. For you guys are clued up, man. You guys are clued up. I didn't know until they reminded. I'm telling you. Like, I had to be...
Maybe that's what they do. But even the Jon Snow scene, though, he's like... I was stabbed, and then the Onion Knight's like, yes, and you were revived, and then
you don't like that.
Jon Snow's like, yes, I should be here.
You don't like that.
Like what? We know it. It just happened last episode. Like, what do you mean? We know.
No,
like,
but you know what? All right. What's this? So you see, I agree with you, yeah. But then I agree with this. I was saying, if you're a person maybe just comes across the show for the first time and you're seeing that, then maybe they're in them people as well. So you know that you just turn in some people, like some of the people, first time they turn the show, they see that episode, they see that little clip. What happened to him? And he says he's stabbed. Oh, that's what happened to him. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. I agree with you. They're telegraphing stuff. I agree with you. I actually agree with you. But at the same way, you're trying to bring in new audiences at every show, because the way the Game of Thrones is, in each episode, you don't have to go back. You can just catch each episode as it is and start carrying it and following the episodes. So I think that.
Just 2 episodes ago, Daenerys was told where she has to go because she's the widow of a cow, right?
Yeah.
he said why, because that's where they all go when they die, right? So it made sense then. And she already told everybody who she is. Like, oh, I'm Daenerys Stormborn, House Targaryen. I'm the former wife of Cal. Like everybody knew it.
Yeah.
She goes to, like, in this episode, like, oh, I was married to a Cal. They said it to her again. Yes, you were married to a Cal. This is where you belong. It's just kind of like, I get it. I know that's why she's there.
Mm.
That's all. I mean, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
They don't spend half the episode doing it or anything like that.
Yeah.
Percent of the episodes doing that, but I'm just saying, I'm just the type that just get along with it already.
Yeah. That's the whole thing. What we're saying. This whole Oathbreaker was a filler. So this is what we were saying. It's a filler, and that's the sort of thing that was annoying me as well. I mean, the whole bit. The table was filler with me. See Tyrion at the table talking to the Unsullied and talking to the slave translator. I mean, that whole thing was annoying. It's like he's trying to have a conversation with him. They're not there to have a conversation. They're there to be served. He's trying to talk to them as human. No, man, their job is to serve, and that's it. They do their job, innit? So I felt that to me was like it was just hanging along because he was trying to get them the little games to get information out of them, and they don't understand. They're like, all we do is serve. They're not used to having a conversation. Their whole life is service. So
yeah, but Tyrion, though, to Tyrion's credit, though, he's very he gets along with everybody, like rich or poor, or servant or master. It's just he just likes to drink and have fun. That's
He ain't used to something too serious. They're serious. All right, we're gonna move on to the next bit. Varys' little birds have been took over by Grandmaster. Not Grandmaster. What's his name again? See his name. Let's go off my.
I know the crazy dude. Yeah,
the Maestro.
Frankenstein.
Yeah. Maestro. So I had it before as well. So he's basically took over Varys' little birds. See, I didn't know the birds, Varys' birds. I didn't know they were little children he had. But it makes sense because no one's gonna play mind to a little kid, are they?
Right.
If you're having a big conversation with someone, you see a little kid there, you're ignoring them. You're not. Yeah, it's this you're not gonna take them anything. But an adult, you're thinking, but a little kid, you're not gonna think. But little kids can fit into all the gaps. They can find out little things as well, hear everything. So and I think so. Obviously, we find out the various little birds, little kids, and you see him basically give them the sweets and the stuff what Varys used to give to them. And I like that whole stuff because I didn't know Varys' birds were little kids. What's your take on that? And what's your take on Jamie and obviously Rob Strongbow? They don't call him Rob, whatever. And thingy coming down. What do you think of that little scene? That whole scene?
Kids is perfect, man. Look, people don't even know it, but one of my cousins, she found out that her was selling drugs to her kid. And he didn't say like, "Hey, mommy," like he's totally selling drugs, but just the things he said. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, I was taken here, and I was in the back seat, and Daddy got this, and it's just that's how kids are. So they're able to innocently give you information that you need, and they won't even know what they already told you. It's like anyone who has kids knows what I mean. It's just. They can give you information. They don't even know what they're telling you, but you're getting what you need out of it. So it's not like they could turn around and tell someone they told you something specific. So kids is like perfect. It's brilliant actually.
Yeah, it is, man. But that's why Varys is so smart. And the thing is, Cersei's Varys. I think Varys had the kids spread out all around the realm as well, so they were spread out everywhere. So I think. Varys is probably going to find out that Maestro, I think, was probably trying to find out information as well, because I think the kids are still kind of loyal to Varys, in a way.
Yeah.
I was thinking that way. I was thinking them kids could probably turn on the Maestro, because Varys brought them up from young, innit? So, so I was thinking that.
I think Varys he's more sophisticated than just kids, right? He was more secretive about it, and he definitely had kids, but it wasn't just that though. It was like a network.
Yeah.
A lot of it was adults. It was poor people. It was like he's going to use that one girl now. He always had all types of spies. It's just the lady watering the flowers while you're walking by talking could be Varys' spy. It's just.
That's yeah. I didn't know that. But I think, but the bird's a little kid. The bird is okay. All right, that makes sense though. I just thought it
No,
was.
he used kids. I think Varys was all the above. I think he used kids, old ladies. You know,
Yeah.
I think he used everything.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that makes sense. That makes sense. But it was good to find out who Varys' little spies are because, like I said, kids. No one takes kids. No one sees kids as a threat, and in that way, you can see why they can get information. And the kids are poor as well. They're very poor as well, so you know they're going to be low. So they thinking, I want my next meal. So anyway,
Right.
we're going to move on to that whole thing with Jamie and that, and obviously Cersei comes in and asserts her authority, tells them Grandmaster thing, she wants the birds everywhere. All right, so Jamie and Cersei and Sir Gregory and whatever, they burst into the small council, demanding they should be at the seat, whatever. And I tell you, man, it was interesting. You see the Queen of Thorns there. She doesn't like Cersei. You can't stand her because Cersei was behind her door getting in there. And what's his name again? Their uncle. He's there thinking she don't know what's going on, and everyone knows what they've been up to. They just think they're failure now. All they have is the big muscle behind them. That's all they have. But I don't know what they were planning. What do you think they were planning before they came? What they were going to do to try and get it back? Because I don't know why her daughter, because the Queen of Thorns wants her daughter out there and her son. So what do you think?
You know what I think? I think the point of this scene was to show how chaotic it is in King's Died, right? I mean, they have absolutely no control of what's going on. Even like that's actually the uncle, I guess, of Cersei. He's like the hand of the king. When you're hand of the king, unless the actual king is there, you're actually the king while the king's not there, right? I mean,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Just disrespects him like nothing, you know.
Well, she's.
And so you have a struggle of power there that, I think it's foreshadowing the fall of King's Landing, in my opinion.
Wow, right? That's a bit strong. You think so?
Yeah, I think that city's gonna. I know this is a bold prediction, but I think it's gonna lead. I think Tommen's gonna die. Going to make Cersei go crazy. And she's literally going to burn the city down with wildfire. Whatever wildfire is left, she's going to burn down the city.
I was thinking a bit more simply. See what I was thinking, what's going on? I think people are missing out with the king. See, the High Sparrow is doing the right thing. He's manipulating the.
I mean, the king might have a Romeo and Juliet moment, I mean,
that could. But I was thinking they're gonna team up to finish off the Sparrow, and I think Tommen's gonna save him. He's gonna save the High Sparrow. That's what I think, because he's in his ear, man. The guy. When I see little kid, he's the king. Remember, and the thing is, he still has the power, even though they obviously control the small council. But the king is the king. In my opinion, when I see him talking to the king and manipulating the king, because everyone's so busy trying to gain power, and they've totally overlooked that he's still the king. And every minute he keeps going to him, and the High Sparrow knows how to manipulate the king. And I think that the young boy, he needs a father figure. Who's his father? Remember, Tywin was his father figure before, and now he's manipulating. He's manipulating and trying to think like, I'm doing the best for the realm. And this is what I was thinking. He's trying to say the king and the High Scepter, they work together. They're as one. I was thinking, whoa. When I saw that scene, to me, everyone might overlook it. To me, I thought that was a very powerful scene, because the man who controls the king controls the kingdom. So if that High Sparrow is in the king's ear, then when they're making plans to do anything, king's gonna say he about the blue. I think when they're gonna chop off his head or do something, I can see Tommen saying no. I think he should be alright. And everybody looking at him. Are you sure? And at that point, I think it would be that point the king, he's gonna assert his authority and turn into what's his name? What's his brother's name? Turn mad like his brother. What's his brother's name? Joffrey. I think he's gonna turn mad like into Joffrey. That's what I think. So
I think he's gonna die. He's too weak to be king. Like he's gonna end up dying.
Yeah. Someone said in the chat, since Tywin died, since Tywin Lannister died, doesn't have such a stronghold over Westeros. I mean, for having the crown. Exactly. There's no stronghold over Westeros. Exactly. None.
like, stop and think about it for a moment.
Yeah.
They've lost control of the kingdom. I mean, Dorne is doing their own thing. The North is doing their own thing. The Reach is doing their own thing.
Yeah.
I mean, they have no control over anything except King's Landing. That's all they have control over.
And they haven't got even control over that because the High Septor's doing their thing, innit?
Yeah.
They haven't got control over that. They haven't got control over that as well.
And I mean, I think something's going to go down for sure. It might be like towards the season finale, but that King's Landing is going to burn to the ground. And I'm not just basing this off of that, but if you remember the visions Daenerys had, 2 or season 1, when she was in Karth or whatever, and she was in the House of the Undying, and she saw a vision of like the where the throne room is, and it was all burned down.
Yeah.
So it was snowing in there.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. But listen, that can happen. That whole thing, seeing it before, I don't even know, man, because things change. The thing they change so much. Remember, it's not. There's no like people, even people with the books. We don't know what's going on in terms of. Like, no one knows what's going on. We all kind of make educated guess. But I'll tell you, I'm just going. It's like I'm walking in the forest. And all the trees, I have no idea what's coming next. They've actually done a very good job. I mean, some things are predictable. All right. So what I mean predictable? I'll give you another predictable. So what's her name again? Sansa Stark, not Sansa Stark. What's her name again? The other Stark. The one who's blind. Man, I knew that. See that whole situation? I knew that was foretold. I knew that she would be able to see again. I was like that. Yeah, her eyes gonna be open. But but after they conquered her. Is she playing the game just to get her eyes set, and so she can get the hell out of there? Would you? Has she bonded them? Has she learned her lesson?
I wonder if they're gonna make a deal with her, because she has like a list of people she wants to kill, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they're gonna make a deal with her, like, how about this? If we train you to kill all these people you want to kill, then you have to serve us forever, basically.
Yeah.
So I wonder if that's what they're going to do. That's what I'm thinking. Because they brought up the list so randomly. Like, she wants to kill Cersei. She wants to kill Walter Frey. So I wonder if they're going to play a part in killing some of these people.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be like the end game is, but after we kill these people, the many-faced gods or whatever they call it forever, for the rest of your life. You're going to become no one after this. I think that's what they're going to go for, I think. But, I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. But I'm glad that, not Sansa, what's her name? Arya. I'm glad Arya's got her eyesight. I'm glad she's got her eyesight. We'll see what happens next. I mean, that whole situation is long in as well. It's all long as well, man. It's long in that Japangar made her drink the water that she used to kill people. That's what I was thinking. When she drank the water, I was thinking, I knew when they made her drink the water, she usually kills people, but I was thinking, nah, they're not going to kill her. You can't kill her. Maybe her drinking that water actually killed Arya Stark. And she turned, and she truly is no one now. Maybe. Maybe. What do you think?
Yeah. I think they're breaking her down, man. They're just making her think she's no one, and that's what she has to be. She has to give up being Arya Stark, but I think he's sensing something in her that she's not going to become no one until she lets go of the grudges that she has.
Yeah, and that's not going to happen.
Yeah. But we'll see. I think they're going to break a deal with her, to be honest. I think he sees something in her, and it's like, okay, tell you what, if I kill these people, 100%. I think that's what they're going to go for,
Well, man, I can see that happening as well, man. I can see it happening. I'm happy that she got her bloody eyes back, man. I had enough of that.
Yes.
I mean, I'm just, the whole idea of her not having her bloody eyes, man. It was like, boy, it's not. It's
like the reason I'm saying she can't just become no one, and then because then she becomes irrelevant to the story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
she's going to be a servant of this temple, and then that's the Iroh story is done. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, there's something else that's going to happen, in my opinion.
Yeah. Maybe that's a good quality. All right, let's move on to the next bit then. To the
Or
next
you know what? I just thought about this one.
Go on.
I just thought about this, and if you think about it, they're in brothels, right?
Mhm.
Now, the Onion Knight borrowed money along with Stannis from the Iron Bank,
Mhm.
uh, invade Westeros. Remember
Yeah.
that they give him like horses and an army and ships. That money needs to be paid back.
Yeah. I remember that. You know, that's right.
I wonder, like, they use these assassins to kill these people when they don't pay back. So,
uh,
I wonder if like they may want to kill people from the crown. So, could you imagine a storyline though, where like she has an order to kill like her own half brother, like Jon Snow,
yeah.
when he already has an army or something like that?
Man, I couldn't see that.
Or what if they order her to go kill the Onion
You
Knight?
know, the way she looks at it, she's still gonna do what she's gonna do, and she don't mind taking the consequences. But she's gonna do what she's gonna do. I don't think she's gonna
Yeah.
think she don't need to. When she has an agenda, and that is it. She's stubborn like her mom. She's not gonna bend or bow. She'll do what they want, but she wants to do her agenda, and that's what she wants to do. I mean, she's trying to play what they want to do, but I can't see that. But hey, let's move on to the whole Bolton scene. So this guy, people think they're trying to set up Ramsey in this thing where the guy, one of the cons, well, I don't know what his name is, the guy who comes in to talk to Ramsey, he got no respect for Ramsey, bro.
Yeah.
He's got no, just like his dad used to give respect to his the Stark. He got no respect. The way he talked to Ramsey, I've never heard no one talk to Ramsey like that. I was looking here thinking, this guy, I don't know how long he's gonna survive, but hey, Ramsey didn't do anything, and he brought in the Stark kid and the girl. But could this be itself? And how long they've been over there?
Yes.
Go on, you tell me. What do you think in this situation?
I think it's a setup because that kid's been disappeared for a long time.
Yeah.
Just caught him like just randomly and brought him to Ramsey.
Yeah.
Why would they just randomly bring him to Ramsey? It just sounds like a very and why did they bring him when Bolton was still alive? Like what, you know what I mean? Like it's just
It's the timing. It's the perfect timing, isn't it?
and I think the disrespect is to like show I'm being real, like I'm not playing you, and I think that's what it is. I think they're setting up Ramsey, man. Like I think
Could be.
Ramsey's days are numbered. I mean, period. There's no other way around it. He's got no allies. He's got like 2 houses in the north backing him up. His days are obviously numbered, right? We also know the Boltons are going to fall. I mean, that's in the vision of the Red Woman.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't Stannis that did it, but nonetheless, I mean, everything's in chaos right now, man. It's just
That's a good point because you think this, would they bring that? Would that guy bring the Bolton? Would he bring the Stark kids when his dad was alive? His dad is very suspicious. His dad would have said, "Why did you do this for?" You know what I'm saying? He would. Would his dad be so easy to? Because when they said they would, they would only have to say no, we're not gonna. So all of a sudden they change. They're not gonna change, are they? I don't think they've changed.
right.
I think.
About it, what good is it to take the Stark kid? Like what?
Yeah.
What are they asking for return again? I mean, it's just one of those like things that just doesn't make sense to me. It's just other than they're gonna turn on him,
Yeah. I think so as well, man. I think as well. I think as well that they know that the thing is when he said we know you killed your dad. I was like, what the? How comes everyone knows? You know who knows? You know who found out? You know who know? They know.
Yeah.
Listen, this is the thing, yeah. If that guy knows he killed his dad, that means everyone knows. That means what's his name again? What's the phrase? They must know as well. If that guy knows, then the phrase must know as well, right?
Well, because they just figure like, oh yeah, he was poisoned by his enemies. How convenient, And then his wife disappeared that same day. Okay, it's just like I said last week, right? It makes it obvious.
Yeah.
If Ramsey was smart, he would have kept her around.
Yeah.
So he could have a funeral and stuff like that.
Yeah, bro.
It was just, and then he feeds her to the dog so she could be screaming in the middle of Winterfell while she's getting eaten alive with a screaming, crying baby.
Oh God.
Like, and no one's going to hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and the thing.
Remember how we talked about the little birdies? They're in the north too.
Yeah, you're right.
They're not just. Somebody heard it. Somebody told something to somebody.
All right, so
You know,
what? See, that they bring the Stark over, right? They bring. I reckon they brought the Stark over to take over to be so they can take over Ramsey and get their house back because they know Ramsey's at a weak point at the minute. So what they try? Why would they try and get Ramsey's army to get joined up to chase the wildlings? That's a serious threat. I mean, the wildlings are. He's seeing the wildlings are a serious threat. Would it be not? I mean, that's the truth.
well, I don't know. The wildlings, they're tough and all, but they're not like an organized army. They don't have armor. They don't have horses. They don't, you know what I mean? Like it's
They got a giant over there, man. They have a giant.
yeah, but they don't know. They don't know they have a giant. You know,
Yeah.
it's plus. I mean, one giant could be taken down by an army of men. You know, so these guys, took down a giant. So I mean, they all died doing it, but still,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's not just going to be the wildlings, though. I think Jon Snow, as I kind of predicted, is going to have the wildlings, obviously, and he's going to have the crows as well. That they have no reason to watch over the wall anymore. All the wildlings have crossed over. Whatever is left of them, they've all trained to fight, and I believe that they're going to get some houses in the north, that are loyal to the Starks.
Yeah.
Fight the other north,
Yeah.
And they're going to take Winterfell back, or that's what they're going to try to do.
Do you reckon Ramsey's going to try and turn the Stark boy into Reek? He's another Reek. That's what I was thinking as well, because he was weak.
No, but they're not going to have time to do that, I think he's probably going to rape what's her name, but
The wildling woman.
Yeah, that's just probably what's going to happen. I think stuff's going to happen so fast. I think he's going to. You see, Ramsey's not smart. If Ramsey was smart, he would hold the kid hostage and promise not to harm him. Snow and the other people in the north don't invade, right?
Yeah.
If he was smart, that's what he would do. But he's not smart.
But Jon Snow ain't got no ambition to invade anyone. All he wants to do is, he's actually. We're coming onto that. That he has no ambition to invade anyway. I think they just don't like the wildlings anywhere near them. They can't stay. They should be behind the wall, and that's how it's always been.
Right.
I think that's our situation. Let's move on to Castle Black. So Jon Snow's there, and you got bloody people be looking forward to this shit, bro. You got bloody Sir Alistair. You got bloody, what's his name again? The little shitbag. Sam, is it Sam? What's the little shitbag you got? Who's the one who stabbed him? What's his name? Who's the one who stabbed him?
I'm trying to think.
The little boy.
Oh,
Ollie.
Ollie, there
you go, Ollie. So Ollie and Sir Alistair. Hey, Sir Alistair's a fucking G, bro. He's going out to the. He's having it. Listen, that guy there, he's not having it, bro. He look man dead in the eye and he go, I'll do it again. As far as I'm concerned, that's my job, is to keep the wildlings over there. And the thing is, when I hear him and I hear the other guy who talked to Ramsey, they're not having it. They don't care what, they're not having a bar of it. The wildlings deserve to be over that side. I don't care who's chasing them. I don't give a fuck about what they're doing. They need to be over there, and I did the right thing, and I can go to my bed. My watch is over. I don't care. I'll do you again. I'll stick you again. And he looked him dead in his eye. And I was like, flipping. No, that's a man. That's a man's man. You get me? He'll die by his conviction. Ollie, on the other hand, that guy's face was red. Hey, anger, bruv. Still huffing and puffing. Man. People been lying. The people been. I would prefer if their heads got cut off, though. To be honest with you, not to be fair. You give me your take.
You know what? I disagreed with the execution of the kid, and so.
What, chopping his head off?
No, I don't think he should have been killed. To be honest, I think.
Man.
Because he's a kid, he was manipulated by the other guys.
He's a teenager, man. He's a teenager now. He ain't exactly a kid now. He's like a teenager. He looks about 18.
Yeah.
He looks 18.
I think he looks like 15 or 14. I don't know,
but he was when he first came over. If you look at him now,
I like the fact that kid never understood why. You know what I mean? I wanted him to understand why Jon Snow made the decision that he made.
I wanted to understand as well. I wanted Sir Alistair and the rest of them to understand as well. But they didn't care. Like, the thing is, yeah, he told them there's worse threats than the wildlings. They've got White Walkers, right? He told them they've got White Walkers. I mean, what more do you need to say? There's White Walkers coming, and they're a threat to everyone. The wildlings are not a threat no more, right? We've got White fucking Walkers coming. You think I'm joking? That's why they're in it. That's why they've come over. They didn't care. They said, fuck what you're doing. We're going to do you up. And that's what I'm saying. Like, at some point, if you're telling someone and they're like, they disregard you, I mean, what? You know what he should do to them? He should have sent them out there. Let them find out for themselves. But if you do, they'll join the White Walkers army, so you can't even do that, can you?
It'll be 4 more people in the army, but I mean, I would have sent them to the other side of the wall to defend for themselves.
Nah. You can't even do that, man. You can't even do that. I think you have to kill them. I think in this world and this thing, if you don't do that, it's seen as sign of weakness. And everything's about strength. Like, I mean, I was saying to you, when Sir Alistair was asking to open the door, I would have opened it thinking that would have been cool. But at some point, everything in this thing is about strength and about tactics and survival and how other people perceive you, because you're more or less dead. If you don't do the deed, yeah, you're more or less dead yourself. People are turning you themselves, as you've seen in this thing. So you have to do, if you don't do the deed, they're going to stick you D-styles. You have to think about that, you know? So, well,
gotcha.
Yeah, that's the way the law is. I mean, in our world, it doesn't make no sense, but in their world, I realize what's going on. It's just the way it is, man. They're very cold. So what do you think of Jon Snow walking off and walking off at the end of it, giving his watch is finished. He's right. His watch is done, but walking off, he didn't even go with Davos, because I think him and Davos are beautiful. They blend together well. Davos is a good second in command. You know, he's pretty thing. And I'm glad that Melisandre didn't get a clause in him. I think that, and Davos saw that coming. He said, nah, not this one. You're not doing this one. What's your take on Jon Snow walking off? Melisandre trying to put a clause in him, and Davos. What's going on? What was your take on that? What was going through your mind when that was happening?
At the very beginning, right, where Davos walks in.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not saying it was bad. I just expected more, I guess. Like, revived, and he's acting like he was just a mere Khan that just got knocked out. You know, like it just got up here, sit on a stool, like you know, like treated like he got knocked out rather than murdered.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know. I guess there's no way to really. What do you do in that situation? I guess, you know. Mm-hmm. I guess I expected him to be more scared, more confused, more defensive on shit, or when Davos went to give him the blanket, maybe attack Davos out of fear or something, you know, just out of like, whoa, what the hell? Like, there's people stabbing you, you know, like, you know, so I don't know. I mean, but it was okay. But Melisandre comes in. Obviously she's going to start believing in the Lord of Light again now. And they set it all up. I mean, in the end, when he said my watch is done, it actually is.
Yeah, it is.
You know, he did. He served it till he died. It's not his fault he was revived.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I think Jon Snow, for the longest time, knows what the Boltons did to his family. You know, like he knows about betraying Robb Stark, killing him. You know, they joined the Lannisters, who were responsible for his father being beheaded. They killed his stepmom, even though his stepmom didn't love him. He loved her, you know?
Yeah.
So he's out for revenge, man. Like he's going to use a wildling army, but he's going to gather houses in the north. The north is going to have a civil war, man. It's going down. Yeah,
well, that's what's going to happen, man. We got this guy Chingy. He got some really good points, man. I get me. Okay. This is the first point he's got. It would be smart for all the laws of the North to kill Ramsay. Yeah, he's too big and impulsive. He's unpredictable. I agree. This is another point, but I prefer they let the Red Lady burn Ollie and let her sacrifice him to the red gods. I like that one. You know that. I think that's the shit. He also got it was a rule. It was a rule that if you betray the Lord Commander, then you have to die. It was rule. It was a rule. So Ollie had to die. Also, how would Jon Snow at that? How would Jon Snow know that he was dead though? Imagine if everything goes black and then when they wake up, you don't think you're dead. So you get me? Well, obviously, you think his dad was told him he was dead, so he knew he was dead. Well, he didn't know he was dead. You're right. If you think everyone was black, if you think everyone was black and someone woke up, then you must. He don't know. Maybe he thought he was rested, but he knew he was dead when he woke up. He had stabs in his body. He knew he got stabbed. He was dead. But the thing is, yeah, when Malison, it's interesting. Malison asks him, "What did you see when you was dead?" He goes, "There was nothing." Boy, like, that must have done Melisandre good and proper. I mean, at least she knows her magic still works, though, innit?
Yeah, she definitely knows the magic work. That's for sure.
All right, give it rating for this show then. How do you rate it? What number then out of 10?
Give it a 4.5.
Oh, that's low, man. What'd you give it last week? That's low. Really, 4.5?
I gave it an 8.5 last week.
Yeah, what it, yo, but last week was good. Last week was it was. But we finished last week was like, yeah.
You know what? I'll give it a 6 because the flashback was nice. The flashback.
Yeah, there you thank you. I was gonna say there you go. The flashback was nice. The flashback made it for me because it's interesting. A lot of people.
One of the best battle scenes we've had in Game of Thrones, actually.
Yeah. I mean, look, man,
it did its work, you know.
Yeah.
It was kind of cool scene, like a legendary night and stuff.
Yeah.
Kind of displayed on the show, you know, Sir Arthur Dane.
Yeah.
We don't really get that many. I think. What was the last great one-on-one battle we saw? You know, it was the Mountain and the Red Viper.
That one, and also what's her name again? Briota versus the dog.
Oh, the Hound, yeah.
Yeah, that was another one.
More battles, man. Like I don't feel like we're getting enough of that. You know, this is medieval shit. You know, with swordsmen and you know. Well, I guess you had like the battles in the pit. You know.
Yeah, Marine, but yeah.
Last
yeah, I mean, they're gonna probably picking up next year, but we have to agree this week was a filibuster. You know, it was a filibuster. We did say that, and in that way, we was like, yeah, it's just taking over for anything better to happen. But I did like the flashback. See, stuff like this is what I'm saying. Me talking to you, yeah, I didn't know that guy trained Jamie. You can see Jamie had the same sort of swagger and arrogance. The swagger.
No, and
Go on.
Speaking of Jamie, though, and speaking of Arthur Dane, Kingsguard was like legit.
Yeah,
you know?
They were legit in it.
I mean, Sir Arthur Dane, Barristan Selmy, and a young in prime Jamie Lannister.
Yeah.
I mean,
listen, it's just the Mad King. The thing is, Tywin, they were cool. It's just the King went mad. The King went flipping mad. You know, that was it. If the King wasn't bloody off his rock and his son didn't done that, everything would have been fine. Remember, they had 20 years of thing, but that's the whole thing what makes him good. What's he put here? Chingy Eye, fucking, what's he put here? Jon Snow seems to be done with everything at the moment. At some point, they are gonna need him. Yeah, we may be close to finding out the identity of his parents. Yeah, well, that's what everyone wants, man. That's what I'm saying. With that little shit, and the guy told stop. You don't want to go too deep in. We was like, yeah, go deep in. Run up the stairs. Let's see what's going on. Whose baby we want to go? That's what we wanted to find out. But that's what I'm saying. I love the flashbacks. In the flashback, you love the flashback. I think the flashback addition to this season is making the season even better because now you added something else. You know, it added something else that most people didn't think. But all right, she gave you a rating. I'll give it a 5. How much you give it a 6, right?
I give it a 6 because of the flashback.
I'll give it a 6. Last week I gave it 8. So I'll give it a 6. All right, predictions. What's happening? What do you think is going to happen next season? Next episode.
Next episode?
Yeah, next episode.
I think next episode, because it just seems like they're rushing everything now.
Mm-hmm.
I think Jon Snow is going to kind of make it clear what he wants to do, I guess. Like, we're going to know what he wants to do. Mm-hmm. And that's going to be, you know, he wants to take back the North. Mm-hmm. Sam Tarly is going to arrive home and we're gonna maybe see his baby, but that might take another episode or two. So I'm not sure about that one yet. I think Daenerys Targaryen. I think we're gonna find out what her supposed fate is with the
Rocky.
That's Rocky, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like what her fate is. I think we're gonna learn what it is, and I think she's gonna somehow be rescued. I think
Yeah.
And then ending. I don't think a lot's gonna happen next week with King's Landing. I think they're gonna save a lot of the King's Landing stuff till the end of the season. I think they're going to end up in Dorne again. I think we're going to see Dorne. We haven't seen Dorne since, episode 1?
Yeah.
I mean, or no, last week, right? We saw it for a couple minutes?
Yeah, we saw a bit, but people had enough of Dorne, though, innit? They can't stand Dorne. Had enough of Dorne.
Yeah, well, we're going to, I mean, nobody likes the storyline in Dorne, but we're going to go back to Dorne and see what's going on there.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I guess the main cliffhanger is what's going to happen with the little Stark kid, and
yeah, yeah. Ramsay needs to get it, bro. Ramsay needs to.
Not going to die yet. Ramsay's not going to die till we finally see the big battle.
I think, what I want to see next week. I want to see. I can't stand High Sparrow. I've already put my point, my diggings out on the High Sparrow. So I want to see the High Sparrow come to his finally that shit gets to an end. Jamie's had enough. They've all had enough with the High Sparrow. I'm sure the Queen of Forms had enough of him. Everyone's had enough of him. Queen Cersei's been throwing shit on and walk through the bloody streets. You know what I mean? They had enough of him. But I think Tommen's gonna bloody save this High Sparrow. That's what's bothering me. I see him working it. It bothers me how easy he's allowed to manipulate everyone. Like, don't talk to the dude, man. Don't talk to the dude. What you got? Okay. Peter Baelish returns next episode. That's what he thinks. Little finger.
That's true, yes.
That's what he said. Peter Baelish might return. Hey, bro, you need to come on our show, man. Chinny, I fuck. I tried to find you on Google, but you should come over here, man. You got to know quite a bit, man.
Peter Baelish, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been waiting for Littlefinger to do something this season, and I think he's about to make a big move. I think he's going to make a big move. And I forgot completely about him. I think they're going to go against Ramsay Snow too. I think they're going to end up joining forces with Jon Snow and Sansa and all them.
Let me say about Sansa, yeah. When Sansa tells Jon and our brother he sold him off to Ramsay and stuff like that, bro, his days are numbered. His days are numbered. That Baelish, he's gonna get.
Baelish is smart though. He could always play it off.
I know. I can see him saying to Sansa that I never knew he was gonna do that to you. Honestly, I had your best wishes at heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can see him working brain. Either way, he'll get out of it. But I think that other people look for him. They'll look for him, and he betrayed the Starks before, man. I think he needs to be getting dealt with. I'll be honest with you, but yeah, hopefully he returns next week and let's see. Maybe he meets up with Theon on his way back to the Iron Islands, or maybe he meets up with Jon Snow. I don't know, maybe something like that. But it's all interesting stuff, man. I mean, predictions next week will go off the handle. Peter Baelish returns next week. Varys, Tyrion, the whole situation with that, and Marine, Daenerys. The Daenerys situation is annoying. I just want the dragon to just drop down right in the middle of them, and show them just drop down right in the middle of Dothraki. And she goes, "What? I told you I had a dragon." All right? And everyone's like, "Oh shit, Khaleesi." And then they all bow down, and she goes, "Yeah, I want you guys to follow me back to Marine." That's the shit I want to see, man. I mean, like, the whole Dothraki army follows her to Marine, boy, and you can take over you can look after, you have houses and stuff like that. You don't no longer to be having horses. But I don't know, maybe that could happen. That's a good prediction. Bad prediction. Ramsay treats that little boy like bloody reek, and not like goes through that whole thing again, torturing that boy, torture him like bloody thing. So that's a bad prediction. But interesting stuff, man. Overall, it was a good episode. Anything else you want to add, these stars?
I don't know, man. A lot of it is mystery now. Like, we could kind of see we know shit's going to go down and with who, but we don't know what's going to happen ultimately. It's that kind of knowing that we're on our way from Los Angeles to New York, but we don't know how we're going to get there, and we don't know what's going to happen from the way there.
Yeah, yeah.
So like I know eventually Ramsay Snow's going to fall, but I don't know what's going to happen from here to when he falls.
Mm-hmm.
I know that Tommen's days are numbered, but I don't know what's going to happen from here till then.
Yeah.
So it's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, there's so much stuff going on, man. Like,
There is.
are Dorne, they going to invade King's Landing? They don't have an army to stop them.
I don't know. That girl's stupid. They don't know what they're gonna plan. They try. They're gonna die. They're more assassins. So if they were gonna do it, they would do it sneakily at nighttime. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna do it like bloody Baratheon, Stannis will come out. We're telling you we're gonna come for you, and we're gonna tell you what time. Nah, man. I think when you're dealing with the sand snakes, that's exactly what they are. They're gonna creep down in there and just slowly start killing everyone at nighttime when you know what I'm saying, when you're not ready. But they're probably already in King's Landing already, and they're all servants, and they'll just poison everyone's food, and you know what I mean. Then that's how they roll. What's Chingy Eye Fuggy's got a really good thing. He reckons Peter Baelish is behind the Harpies. He's the one funding the Harpies.
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
I suspected that last week, actually.
Yeah, you did say that. Actually, you did say that last week.
But I mean, it is a stretch, but it's possible. It is possible.
Yeah,
because Peter Baelish has bigger plans, and they don't involve the Dragon Queen. It's just not.
It's not in his plan. Well,
and then you also have to wonder, where is this guy getting a lot of his money from, and much, and it's just it. How does he know so much too? It's so.
Well, the Queen of Thorns got his
definitely
number.
see.
The Queen of Thorns got his number. You see, when I see the Queen of Thorn and the
should be interesting. For sure.
This is what I was thinking. So the Queen of Thorn and the Tywin's brother, I could see them married, boy. I could see them.
Dude, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You hear me?
I hear you now. All right.
Yeah, you see the Queen of Thorn. I can see her marrying into the Lannister family, marrying the uncle maybe. Yep. They could get rid of the husband, because remember at the table he was going to answer, and the wife just overruled him and talked. The wife was rude, man. She goes, sometimes the Lannisters get it mixed up, when it comes to family. You're not the queen. I was like, whoa, wow, And the thing is, the uncle didn't say anything when she said that. The uncle didn't say, hold on a minute, that's my niece. You can't talk to my niece like that. He didn't even say anything. He let it ride, man. So you can see when Cersei was over there getting shit thrown on her, the uncle didn't give a shit about her, did he?
Well, a lot of these problems are Cersei's fault. Like, it's her fault. High Sparrows has power right now. It's her fault that her dad died, because she was hell bent on getting Tyrion, dead. Mm-hmm. It's her fault, the Red Viper died, so now we have these problems over there in Dorne. Like, when you really think about it, like, I mean,
Yeah.
So they don't respect her. She has no respect.
Yeah.
Like, if you think about it, no one has ever respected Cersei. A lot of people have feared her because she was a queen and she had power. No one's ever respected her.
It's true, man. It's true. Well, this is the thing with the family showing the script. Someone's head's gonna roll. And with that Grandmaster Pael, whatever his name is, he's all right. But the other guys working against him. The thing is, you're right. When you said to really, really resonates, they have no power. Like they're supposed to be the king of they're supposed to be the king of all the seven kingdoms. They have nothing, bro. They can't even control their own bloody. You can't even control your own stronghold. You can't even control that. But the thing is, Cersei, you're right. Cersei sent Jaime away, and he told her they're gonna try and take it. It was the worst thing ever. She goes, "Go and get my daughter back." Yeah, that was a bad thing, right? It was Tyrion's idea to send the daughter away anyway in the first place. Cersei, you're right. Cersei, bring what's
Yeah, but when Tyrion did it, it was smart, because that ensured that the Dorne was not going to join. When they invaded. Death came when the Red Viper died.
Yeah.
Yeah. if none of that ever happened, you know, we wouldn't be in this situation.
Well, she didn't have to. Jamie didn't have to sneak over there. He could have went over there properly. They could have went over there properly. Got a boat, went over there. The Lannisters are coming. They didn't have to bloody drink. But you know that. Hey, listen, the Sansay's got no love for the Lannisters. So it was Tywin who ordered the death of their niece, man. They ain't fucking around. That was some real brutal shit, man. They smacked their babies and shit. That was some brutal shit what they did there. Hey, Chili Ironfog's got a thing. He goes, Cersei may burn down the King's Landing, similar to how the Mad King ordered to protect Mad King in order to protect Tommen. So yeah, maybe she could do that. We'll see what happens with Tommen. I'm not really. I see the king is in his head. He ended up probably killing himself. I don't know what the king. He's so weak.
Yeah.
But all right, man. D Styles, man, it's good having you over, bro. We're gonna continue this next week. EJ Boxing Live with D Styles. Check out D Styles channel on YouTube. So right, man, D Styles, man. We catch you on next week, man. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.